Have you ever wondered if something as small as a spoonful of seeds could quietly change the way you sleep, the way you feel when you wake up, or even the way you greet the morning? It sounds too simple, doesn't it? Especially after 50, when our bodies don't bounce back like they used to. Sleep gets lighter, joints get stiffer, mornings feel heavier. This is the story of Walter Gray. He's 68, a retired mailman who lives in a quiet corner of Vermont, in a cabin not far from where he grew up. Walter is the kind of man who fixes his own fence, knows his neighbors by name, and still writes holiday cards by hand. But lately, his nights had been harder than the winters. Every night, almost without fail, he'd wake up around 2:30 in the morning, sometimes to use the bathroom, sometimes just to sit in the dark with an ache in his knees and a weight in his chest that had nothing to do with sadness and everything to do with time. He wasn't sick. He wasn't depressed. He was just tired in a way that sleep no longer seemed to fix. Pills didn't appeal to him. He'd seen too many friends go down that road and come back groggier than before. What Walter wanted was something gentle, something natural, a small shift that didn't feel like work, but still offered hope. One evening, after reading an article his daughter sent him, he tried something different. He poured himself a small glass of almond milk, stirred in a tablespoon of soaked chia seeds, and drank it slowly, sitting by the window while snow fell quietly outside. It took less than 2 minutes. Nothing happened that night, or the next, but on the third night, he noticed he fell asleep a little faster. By the fifth, he didn't wake up at all. And on the seventh morning, as he stood by the kitchen sink pouring his first cup of coffee, something felt different. Most people think that when we go to sleep, everything just shuts down, like flipping a switch. But the truth is, your body is working harder at night than you might realize. While you rest, your brain is sorting and storing memories. Your digestive system is quietly breaking down what you ate during the day. Your cells are busy repairing damage from inflammation, stress, even the simple wear and tear of living. Your heart slows down, not because it's doing less, but because it's focusing on healing instead of responding. This is your body's natural rhythm, a built-in maintenance system that runs best in the stillness of sleep. But here's the part no one tells us when we hit 50. This system doesn't stay as efficient as it once was. You might have noticed it yourself. Waking up groggy, even after 7 or 8 hours, tossing and turning, getting up 2 or 3 times to use the bathroom, feeling stiff, swollen, or just off. And if we're being honest, it's not just the sleep that changes. It's what happens after. Mornings feel heavier, digestion slows, blood sugar swings more than it used to. Our joints protest more loudly, and our energy, it doesn't just fade, it dips and dives in strange ways we never expected. Science tells us that as we age, the body produces less melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Our cells take longer to repair. Our insulin sensitivity drops, which affects blood sugar balance. Inflammation becomes more persistent, especially in the joints, gut, and brain. Even hydration becomes harder to maintain through the night. But what if there was a gentle way to support these nighttime repair processes, without medication, without forcing the body, and without adding more complexity to your routine? What if it took less than 2 minutes, and started with something as small, as humble, as a spoonful of seeds? That's what we're about to explore next. But before we go further, I'd love to ask, have you felt this change in your own sleep lately? Maybe the mornings feel heavier than they used to. Or maybe you've simply accepted it as part of getting older. If that's you, I see you. And this next part might just give you something worth trying. Let's talk about chia seeds, why they matter, and what they can do for your body, quietly, while you rest. So, what is this tiny thing we keep talking about? Chia seeds. Just saying it out loud doesn't sound all that impressive, does it? They're small, tasteless, easy to overlook on a grocery shelf. You might have seen them sprinkled on top of smoothies or tucked into a health blog somewhere between turmeric and turmeric again. But don't let their size fool you. These tiny seeds are what scientists call nutrient-dense, meaning they carry a powerful punch in a very small package. Each seed is loaded with tryptophan, the amino acid that your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin, 2 key hormones for mood and sleep regulation. They're also rich in magnesium, a mineral most older adults unknowingly don't get enough of, even though it's essential for calming the nervous system and relaxing tense muscles before bed. And that's just the beginning. Chia seeds are packed with soluble fiber, which supports digestion and blood sugar balance. They're one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, which has been shown to reduce inflammation and support both brain and heart health. Add in their antioxidants, and you've got a natural shield against cellular stress and aging. But these seeds aren't some new health trend. Long before they were topping fancy parfaits at upscale cafes, chia seeds were a staple of ancient endurance diets. The Mayans and Aztecs used them to sustain energy during long journeys, calling them running food. So. And yet, for all their historical strength and modern praise, do you know what surprised me the most? It wasn't how much energy they gave me, or how many nutrients they carried. It was what they did while I was asleep. What if something that small, something you could hold between your fingertips, could support your body in the quiet hours of the night? What if your next good morning actually started the night before? If you've ever felt like your sleep doesn't leave you feeling restored, or if you've been waking up tired even after resting all night, this might be something worth paying attention to. So let's break it down together. Here's exactly how chia seeds can work with your body, gently, naturally, as you sleep. So how exactly do chia seeds support your body while you sleep? Let's walk through it together, step by step, from the moment your head touches the pillow to the time your feet hit the floor in the morning. These aren't claims. They're gentle, science-backed truths that many in the senior health community are just beginning to rediscover. 1. Helps you fall asleep. Faster and stay asleep. Falling asleep shouldn't feel like a battle, and yet, for many of us, especially after 50, it does. You lie down, your body's tired, but your mind? It's busy flipping through old memories, half-finished worries, things you forgot to do, or things you wish you hadn't said. Minutes turn into hours, and before you know it, you're watching the clock instead of dreaming. That's where chia seeds quietly step in. Inside each tiny seed is something called tryptophan, an essential amino acid your body doesn't produce on its own. Tryptophan is the starting point for two critical hormones, serotonin and melatonin. Serotonin helps regulate your mood and brings a sense of emotional ease, while melatonin signals your brain that it's time to rest. Together, they form a bridge between waking and sleeping, helping your body shift from alert to relaxed, from thinking to resting. But that's not all. Chia seeds are also a natural source of magnesium, one of the most powerful yet underappreciated minerals when it comes to sleep. Magnesium doesn't just help muscles relax, it helps your entire nervous system wind down. It eases tension in the body, slows the heart rate slightly, and even calms overactive thoughts by supporting the GABA neurotransmitters in your brain. Those are the messengers that tell your brain, it's okay now, you can let go. As many people don't realize that as we age, our magnesium levels often decline due to diet, medication, or simply the body's changing ability to absorb it. And low magnesium has been directly linked to light, restless sleep, and frequent nighttime awakenings. That's why giving your body a gentle source of it right before bed can be one of the most natural senior health tips you'll ever try. The difference over time is subtle, but powerful. You might notice that your eyelids feel heavier sooner, that your mind doesn't resist bedtime the way it used to, that the silence of night becomes soothing rather than unsettling. And perhaps most importantly, you begin to wake feeling like you actually slept. This isn't about sedating yourself or shutting things off. It's about restoring the natural rhythm your body was always designed to follow. And here's something to think about. When was the last time you fell asleep gently, without struggle, and stayed asleep all the way through? If it's been a while, maybe it's not just about how you're sleeping, but how you're preparing your body for rest. Chia seeds don't force sleep, they invite it. And sometimes, that gentle invitation is all your body has been waiting for. In the next part, we'll talk about what happens after you fall asleep, specifically, how chia seeds support your brain during the night so you can wake with clarity and calm. 2. Supports brain clarity and mental calm. And once you've finally drifted off, gently, naturally, your brain begins its real work. While your body rests, your brain doesn't shut down. In fact, it enters one of its most active phases, sorting memories, regulating hormones, repairing tissue, and detoxifying itself. It's like the night crew arriving after the store closes. Quiet, unseen, but absolutely essential. But as we age, this overnight brain repair process can slow down, especially when chronic inflammation is involved. That's where chia seeds offer a powerful kind of support. Each serving is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, a plant-based type that's been shown to reduce neuroinflammation. That's the kind of silent swelling in the brain that's been linked to brain fog, memory lapses, and even low mood. Chia seeds also deliver natural antioxidants, which help protect your brain cells from the oxidative stress that builds up during the day. Together, these nutrients create a nighttime environment where your brain can do what it's meant to do: process clearly, file away the unnecessary, and reset for the next day. The results are subtle at first. You might notice that your thoughts feel more organized in the morning, that you're quicker to recall a name or finish a sentence without stumbling for the right word, that your mood feels lighter, not artificially boosted, but more grounded, more you. And for those who've ever woken up feeling mentally foggy, confused, or just off, this is a gift that can't be overstated. Let me ask you, when was the last time you woke up and felt mentally clear before coffee, or smiled to yourself because something in your mind just felt steady? That's not wishful thinking. It's the kind of clarity your body is capable of, especially when supported by the right tools. And if any of this speaks to you, if you felt that mental drag in the morning or wished for just a little more calm in your evenings, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let me know how sleep and brain clarity show up in your life lately. You never know who else might read it and feel a little less alone. And if you're finding value in what we're exploring so far, consider giving this video a like. It helps more seniors like you discover simple, natural ways to support their wellness journey. And if you'd like to keep learning together, feel free to subscribe. We've got plenty more gentle wisdom coming your way. Up next, we'll take a look at something many people overlook: those nighttime cravings and hunger pangs that sneak in right before bed, and how chia seeds might just be the quiet solution you didn't know you needed. 3. Reduces night cravings and late-night hunger. Now, let's talk about something we don't always admit out loud, but we've all felt it. That quiet moment before bed when your stomach starts whispering, or worse, growling. You've had dinner, you've brushed your teeth, but suddenly you find yourself standing in front of the fridge, looking for something sweet, or salty, or just something. Late-night cravings are more than just habit. For many seniors, they're tied to changes in metabolism, shifting hormones, or dips in blood sugar that naturally happen as we age, and the consequences can be more than a little midnight snacking. Blood sugar crashes in the middle of the night can jolt you awake, sweaty, shaky, confused. It's not just uncomfortable, it's disruptive to your sleep and your body's repair process. That's where chia seeds come in. Because they're high in soluble fiber, chia seeds absorb liquid and form a soft gel in your stomach. This gel not only slows digestion, but also promotes a gentle sense of fullness. Not the heavy kind that weighs you down, but the quiet kind that tells your body, you're okay, you're nourished, you can rest. Even better, the slow-release nature of chia's fiber helps keep your blood sugar steady through the night. Instead of a spike and crash cycle, your body gets a gentle, sustained flow of energy that doesn't wake you up or leave you feeling drained in the morning. Imagine replacing that late-night cookie or handful of chips with a small glass of chia water, or a spoonful of chia pudding. It might not sound indulgent, but after a few nights, your body might just thank you. And who knows, you might even wake up without that bloated, sluggish feeling that often follows a midnight snack. Let me ask, have you ever noticed a connection between your evening cravings and your sleep quality? Maybe you've brushed it off, or maybe you thought it was just part of getting older. I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear tonight. And if this video has given you even one useful idea so far, feel free to tap the like button. It helps others on the same senior wellness journey find their way here too. In just a moment, we'll look at another piece of the puzzle, how chia seeds can help you stay hydrated while you sleep, and why that matters more than most people realize, especially as we age. There's more goodness ahead. 4. Improves hydration while you sleep. As we sleep, our bodies quietly lose water. Through every breath, every slow heartbeat, and each gentle metabolic process, moisture leaves us, without us even knowing. For younger people, This isn't always a problem. But as we age, our bodies don't hold on to hydration the way they used to. And that's when small things, like waking up with a dry mouth, feeling dizzy when you first stand up, or experiencing those frustrating nighttime leg cramps, start to appear more often. That's where chia seeds offer another quiet gift. These tiny seeds can absorb 10 to 12 times their weight in water, forming a soft, gel-like texture. When you eat them soaked, they don't just hydrate your stomach. They release that moisture slowly through your digestive system, keeping your body hydrated from the inside out, all through the night. This slow, steady hydration helps with more than thirst. It supports circulation, helps cushion joints, and even makes those early morning stretches feel a little smoother. Many people think hydration ends with drinking water, but for seniors, it's often about how that water is absorbed and how long the body can hold on to it. Chia seeds extend that window. They help your system hold what it needs, gently, so you wake up feeling refreshed, not depleted. So the next time you find yourself reaching for water first thing in the morning, ask yourself, what if your body had what it needed before you even opened your eyes? If you've ever struggled with nighttime dryness or muscle cramps, I'd love to hear about it. You're not alone, and your story might help someone else feel seen. Share it in the comments below if you feel comfortable. And if this has been helpful so far, consider liking this video or subscribing for more gentle, natural guidance made especially for senior wellness. We're in this together. Next, we'll take a look at one of the most overlooked systems in the body, the gut, and how chia seeds can support digestion and morning comfort in ways you may not expect. 5. Supports healthy digestion and gentle elimination. Let's talk about something simple but essential, digestion. As we age, the digestive system tends to slow down. Meals that once moved through us easily now linger a little longer. You may notice more bloating, more gas, or that uncomfortable feeling of heaviness in the morning, even when you haven't eaten much the night before. But the truth is, good digestion doesn't stop when you fall asleep. Your gut continues working through the night, quietly processing what you ate during the day, and it does that best when it has the right kind of support. Chia seeds offer that support, gently, naturally, through their unique blend of soluble and insoluble fiber. The soluble fiber absorbs water and forms a soft, soothing gel in your stomach. This gel slows digestion just enough to make it more efficient and easier on your system. The insoluble fiber, on the other hand, adds bulk and structure, helping to move waste through your intestines more smoothly. Together, they support regular, comfortable bowel movements, the kind that happen without struggle, without strain. But the benefits go even deeper. That fiber also feeds your gut microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria that plays a vital role in immunity, inflammation, and even mood. A healthier gut has been linked to stronger immune responses and more emotional balance. It's a reminder that digestion isn't just about food. It's about how we feel, how we think, and how our body protects us every day. If you've ever woken up feeling sluggish, bloated, or irregular, it might not be what you're eating, but when and how you're supporting your gut overnight. This tiny seed doesn't force change. It encourages balance, quietly, consistently. Does digestion ever affect how you start your day? If it does, I'd love to hear how you manage it, or what you're trying to improve. Feel free to share in the comments. This space is here for you, and if you're finding these insights helpful, a like or a quick share goes a long way in helping other seniors discover these natural tools for better living. And of course, you're always welcome to subscribe for more simple, science-backed support. Next, we'll turn our attention to a word many of us know all too well, inflammation, and how chia seeds may help ease that morning stiffness you've been carrying around for far too long. 6. Reduces inflammation and joint stiffness. Waking up shouldn't have to start with pain. But for many people over 50, the first steps out of bed are the hardest. Knees stiff, hands tight, shoulders reluctant to move. It's not just aging, it's often inflammation, quietly building in the background. Chia seeds offer natural anti-inflammatory support through their rich content of ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. ALA has been shown to reduce levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation in the body, especially in joints and soft tissues. Alongside ALA, chia also provides chlorogenic acid, a natural antioxidant that helps protect tissues from damage and eases oxidative stress. Together, they work overnight while your body rests, supporting repair, calming the immune response, and gently relieving tension stored in your muscles and joints. You may not notice it after one night, but over time, this quiet support can mean waking up with less stiffness, fewer aches, and a little more ease in your movements. If mornings have become a challenge for your body, chia seeds might offer a small, steady way to bring comfort back, naturally and without force. In the next section, we'll look at how chia helps stabilize blood sugar during the night, another hidden factor that could be interrupting your rest and your energy. Let's see what else your body can do. 7. Balances blood sugar through the night. Blood sugar doesn't just matter during the day, it plays a quiet but powerful role in how well you sleep. During the night, your body enters a fasting state. If your blood sugar drops too low, it can wake you, suddenly and without warning. You might feel shaky, sweaty, or simply restless without knowing why. Chia seeds help protect against that. Thanks to their soluble fiber, they slow down how quickly carbohydrates are digested and absorbed. This creates a steady, gradual release of glucose throughout the night, keeping your energy balanced and your sleep uninterrupted. For those living with prediabetes or diabetes, this can be especially helpful. Better nighttime balance means fewer early morning crashes, steadier energy, and less strain on your system overall. It's a small shift that supports your body's natural rhythm, gently and consistently. Next, we'll look at how chia seeds quietly support one of your most vital organs, your heart, while you sleep. 8. Supports heart health. Your heart never sleeps. Even when you do, it keeps working, quietly, steadily, every single night. That's why supporting heart health while you rest is one of the most valuable things you can do, especially in your later years. Chia seeds contain ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that's been linked to lower LDL cholesterol and reduced blood pressure, two key factors in long-term heart health. They also provide magnesium, which helps maintain a steady heart rhythm and supports blood vessel relaxation as you sleep. These gentle nutrients don't shock the system. They work with your body's natural nighttime repair, calming inflammation, improving circulation, and easing the quiet workload your heart carries through the night. For many seniors, this means waking up feeling less strained, more stable, and a little more at peace. A stronger heart, a steadier rhythm, and one more reason to keep showing up for yourself, one night at a time. Now that we've explored these 8 powerful benefits, you might be wondering, how exactly do you take chia seeds the right way to get all this goodness while you sleep? In the next part, I'll walk you through the simple steps to prepare them, along with a few easy recipes that can become your new favorite bedtime ritual. Now that you know what chia seeds can do for your body, let's talk about how to actually take them. Because as simple as they are, the way you prepare them makes all the difference. First and most importantly, never eat dry chia seeds because they absorb so much liquid, up to 10 or even 12 times their weight. Eating them dry can cause discomfort in your stomach or even pose a choking hazard if you don't follow them with enough water. Instead, you'll want to soak them properly. Here's the basic method. Start with 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Place them in about 8 to 10 ounces of water or almond milk, roughly a standard glass. Stir well, then let the mixture sit for at least 30 minutes. If you leave it longer, even better. The seeds will expand and form a soft, gel-like texture. That's what you want. That's when they become easier to digest, more hydrating, and more effective at delivering all their nutrients. Once they're ready, you can drink the chia gel on its own, or get creative and make it part of your nightly wind-down ritual. Here are a few easy, soothing options to try. Chia calm tea. Brew a warm cup of peppermint or chamomile tea, both caffeine-free and known for their calming effects. Once it cools slightly, stir in a spoonful of soaked chia seeds. Let it sit a few more minutes, then sip slowly. It's light, comforting, and helps support both sleep and digestion. Overnight chia pudding. For something a little more filling, mix chia seeds with oat milk, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and a few berries. Let it soak in the fridge for a few hours, or overnight. What you'll get is a soft, spoonable pudding that tastes like dessert, but works like medicine. Simple chia water. Sometimes less is more. Add a slice of lemon or a few mint leaves to your soaked chia water for a refreshing, no-fuss option. This is perfect if you prefer something light and hydrating before bed. Whichever option you choose, try to drink or eat your chia about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. That gives your body time to begin absorbing the nutrients and setting the stage for a restful night. And don't forget, because chia seeds are rich in fiber, it's important to drink plenty of water throughout the day, especially if you're just starting out. Begin with half a tablespoon if you have a sensitive stomach, then gradually work your way up. This isn't about being perfect. It's about creating a small, nourishing habit that your body can begin to count on. And if you already have a favorite chia recipe or bedtime ritual of your own, I'd love to hear about it. Share it in the comments so others in this senior wellness community can try it too. You never know who it might help. Up next, we'll walk through what can happen when you stick with this habit, not just for one night, but for a full week. You might be surprised by how quickly your body responds when it finally feels supported. For Walter, it all began with a small glass of chia and almond milk. No big changes, no strict rules, just one quiet decision to try something different. Night one came and went without much to notice. He still woke up once or twice, still stretched his legs at the edge of the bed before dawn, still poured his usual cup of coffee while the house was dark and silent. But by night two, something small had shifted. He felt himself drifting off more easily, like the weight of his day had been softened, just enough. By night three, that gentle calm had settled deeper. He didn't lie awake as long, didn't wake up as often. Sleep started to feel more natural, less like something he had to fight for. Night four was different. He slept straight through, no interruptions, no staring at the ceiling, no waking to check the clock. And when nights 5 through 7 arrived, Walter began to notice more than just sleep. He woke up feeling lighter, less stiff. His thoughts came quicker. His body moved with a kind of ease he hadn't felt in months. Even his morning walks felt easier. Not perfect, but better. Honest, natural, better. It didn't feel like a transformation, he said later. It felt like restoration, like something inside me had remembered how to rest again. And that's the thing. When we think about health, we often expect change to be dramatic, like flipping a switch. But real healing, the kind that lasts, it usually feels more like a return, a soft shift back toward balance, a quiet reminder that your body still knows how to care for you, if you give it the chance. So, if you're thinking of trying this, don't expect fireworks. Expect whispers, gentle ones. And over the course of just 7 nights, those whispers might become something you can feel. In your sleep, your joints, your mornings, and maybe even in your smile. Up next, I'll show you how to start your own 7-night journey and what to look for as your body begins to respond. So now the question becomes, what about you? What would happen if you tried this for just 7 nights? No big changes, no strict plans, just one small addition to your evening routine. A spoonful of soaked chia seeds about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. That's it. Everything else stays the same. Your dinner, your bedtime, your nightly habits. Keep them as they are. And then, listen. On night 1, you might not notice much. That's okay. Give your body time. This isn't a quick fix. It's a quiet offering. By night 2 or 3, you might find it easier to fall asleep. You might wake up fewer times. By night 4 or 5, your digestion may feel smoother. Your joints, a little more forgiving. And maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up feeling lighter, more present, more you. You don't have to believe in it. Just be open to noticing. Watch how your body responds, not with judgment, but with curiosity. Because sometimes the healing we need doesn't come loudly. It comes gently, softly, one night at a time. If you're willing, I invite you to try it. 7 nights, one small habit, one quiet shift. And if you do, I'd love to hear what you notice. Share your experience in the comments, whether it's big or small. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to begin their own. And if this video has given you something helpful, something hopeful, consider liking or sharing it with someone who could use a little support tonight. And of course, you're always welcome to subscribe. We're building a space here for seniors who want to feel better naturally without pressure, just peace. Coming up next, I'll help you wrap up this journey with a simple summary and a reminder that you're never too late to care for your body, and your body is never too late to respond. So let's take a moment to pause and gently wrap up what we've discovered together. We talked about how your body doesn't shut down at night, it heals. and how something as small and humble as a chia seed can support that healing through better sleep, steadier energy, calmer digestion, and a heart that beats just a little more peacefully. We explored how one simple ritual, a spoonful of soaked chia taken with care, can become more than a health habit. It can become a moment of stillness, a way to say to your body, I'm listening, I'm with you, I haven't given up. You don't need a perfect plan, you don't need expensive supplements, and you certainly don't need to be 20 again, because you're not too late to feel better, and it doesn't have to be hard. All it takes is one small step, one quiet night, and maybe just 7 days. So if you're curious, try it, just for a week. See what happens. Give your body a chance to speak to you again, not in pain or fatigue, but in comfort, in clarity, in ease. And if you do, if something shifts, even just a little, I'd love to hear about it. Share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the nudge someone else needs to take that first step. Because truly, we're all walking this road together, different miles, same journey. If this video brought you value, I invite you, gently, to like, share, or subscribe for more quiet wisdom on senior health, natural wellness, and the gentle power of small, meaningful choices. And if you never want to miss a moment, you can even tap the bell to stay close. This space is for you. A place where peace is possible, health is still unfolding, and every night is a new beginning. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're worth it, every night and every morning after.